You look up to your father as like a superhero. Like I didn't think anything would ever happen to him. Like I didn't think he could be hurt.
Well, as a cop, like I never thought anything bad would happen to him because he was always nice to people. Sometimes people get scared when they see cops, but like when you see my dad, it's not fear, it's help.
I was doing MMA, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu, biking, running, canoeing with the family, constantly active.
He's a fit officer, he's not out of shape. Personally, it was an event that I was shocked and brought back on.
It was just like a little sharp pain, odd pain on the side of the neck below the ear when I ran. But I would just slow down my pace a little bit, the pain would go away, and I'd continue on. So just in conversation with my doctor, I mentioned it to him, and he took great concern with it and had me in a cardiologist the very next day, and he suggested a catheterization.
It was fairly quick, I guess, the test, and the doctor came in and she just started telling me that he's going to need surgery.
His heart catheterization showed that all 3 arteries were involved and some of the branch points of these arteries were involved.
I must have looked just so like, what? And she actually took out a piece of paper and started to draw for me, like where all the blockages were and why stents weren't going to work.
Coronary artery disease or atherosclerosis is something that we don't know exactly why some people get it, some people don't. We all know people well in their 80s who've done everything wrong in life and they're fine, and then there are people like Chris who take care of themselves and can have problems.
Here is a friend and a coworker who I came through my career with. It's something that out of left field comes in and hits you.
Dr. Burns came in and explained everything to me. He says, I'm not comfortable with you going home. At that point, between him and the rest of the staff, I was just so comfortable with it. I'm like, let's do it.
When I got home and the kids came home, right away, I just told them, he's not here because he's got to have surgery tomorrow, it's going to be fine, everything's going to be fine.
I didn't really think it was a big deal. I'm just like, oh, it's just bypass surgery. I didn't really know what it was, and my friend was more worried than I was. He's like, that's open heart surgery, right? And I was like, I don't think it is. I thought it was just something different. I Googled it in the middle of the gym, and then that's when it hit me. I was like, oh, this is pretty serious. So I started texting my mom.
Yeah, I started getting all kinds of questions.
These arteries are like pipes on the outside of the heart, and sometimes you have to clean the pipe out. When blockages are more extensive and more severe, sometimes you have to replace the pipes, and that was what was found here. And when you do bypass surgery, you take arteries and veins from your body and you sew them into the arteries before the blockage, and then beyond the blockages, you sew them back into the arteries so that you give an alternative pathway or sort of a bypass for blood flow to the heart altogether.
What they did is they harvested the mammary veins, if that's the correct pronunciation, left and right, both sides, and then they a vein through my leg from here down right just below the knee, and they used that material to bypass the blockages. They wheeled me in around 10 o'clock in the morning, and I think I came out around 7:30 at night.
Altogether, he needed 5 bypasses to give all parts of the heart plenty of blood flow.
I woke up and I went back to my last conversation before going under, and that was, hey, did you guys go to Tractor Supply and get what we needed for the house?
If he didn't have the surgery, we would have found him in the backyard one day, because he would just, nobody's home, and he was out in the back chopping wood, knocking down trees, doing all these things by himself. And my fear then was, thank God he's in Deborah and he's getting the surgery done.
The first week or two was a little R&R, relaxing. I read some books, watched some TV, and that was fine. But then after a while, you really start to miss the guys you work with.
One of the officers reached out to Shane and said, your dad's like a philanthropist. Like, he is there to help anybody. If they need to move, he's there to help. If they need work done in their yard, he's one of those guys that comes and helps. And that's when they all decided that they were going to come and help him.
I'm working and help my son just work in the yard, and I'm just walking around, taking it easy, asking him to do certain things, pointing things out. All of a sudden I see, my gate opens and like 20 trucks pulling, and it's all the guys I work with. They came and basically did all the housework for me.
Making us food, coming here and taking care of the animals for us, offering to pick my daughter up if she needed it. And I think, it make you realize that, people really are there for you.
I think after the whole experience, I appreciate the small things.
These first responders are putting their lives on the line every day for us, and we're trying to save their lives.